vagabond. No do what them say, me not believe them. The when they blessing it, I leave them, believe them, son.
Today we will discuss the various aspects of Fyah Sthar's career. His inception, struggles to maintain his originality, his craft within the ever-changing music market, and most definitely, his music catalog of extraordinary releases. We currently have Fyah Sthar in studio. Welcome, Fyah Sthar.
Yes, bless the love and greetings, my sister. Good to be on your program. It's a pleasure. Nothing but a pleasure. Yeah.
I thank you for being here. I am so happy to be hosting this interview because I had an opportunity to go in and to check out your music. Well, some of the music I knew before as well. But, there's so many artists that I listen to over the weeks and months, because of the various programs that I host, that I have to try to stay up to date with just about everything and everybody because it's kind of challenging as well.
You're doing a wonderful job. So thank you for using your platform to highlight and expose the artists that's not getting the real highlight and support. So thank you for your platform and thank you for having me. Thank you.
I appreciate it wholeheartedly. Of course, it is that we introduced at the very top of the hour my standard. Which is on the Dirty Money rhythm. As we talk about, in today's market, the true essence and reality of a musicpreneurs, which I usually, try to refer to our music entrepreneurs. But the reality of our musicpreneur requires optimism, persistence, and, a strong will, coupled with hard work and perseverance in order to make it in this music business. There's so much things that I think that's wrong with the business as well, that needs to be fixed. And in order for even artists to, all that money that they invest to even be able to get a percentage, a mere 1% back as well. As I've said at the top of the hour, we played my standard, and this track is off the Dirty Money rhythm. So what would you say have been your most successful music release since you started your career?
Wow, well, guys, I've started my musical journey. I wouldn't even say career, but I would say musical journey.
Yes.
Because we were doing music long before we thought this as a career or as a job.
Yes.
Yes. So I've done so many. I've done so many interesting music, but the one I would say that is my most successful music today is the song I did with Iwayne on the Labb album called Conquer.
Yeah.
That historical album that Iwayne put out called the Labb with One Man Can Satisfy, Living in Love and all these damn hits.
The Conquer too.
Yes, I'm featured with a song called Conquer on that album. And we did a documentary in 2006 that went viral worldwide. Sold out in Best Buys and all these places. And that was one of the featured track and that documentary. So, everywhere I go in the world, that's one of the easiest songs people can recognize with me. So to this day, I would say Conquer with Iwayne on the Labb album.
Yeah, before we get into, I have some questions, of course, about the documentary as well. But before we get in there, for audience who will listen to this interview and want to kind of know more about your humble beginnings, educate us on where, you started your music, at what age, and who are the persons who influenced you along the way.
Well, I'm going to start before that. I am Marlon Irving, originally born and raised in Houston 13, Union Garden, Houston 13. If anybody, a lot of people may be familiar with that environment. So I started up in Union Garden doing music. My father was in a little group, As I say, my uncle, they're part of the Channel 1 legacy. So we all grew up in the Channel 1 yard and about Knoxville Avenue, Union Garden, Kingston, the whole Kingston person.
Yes.
So the musical journey started there. Then I went to stay with my auntie up in Uptown, then called Akiwa, Jacksontown, where Munga would say Akiwa, J-Town, don't play around. And I continued my musical journey then, recording songs at a label they called Bingy Production. That was my first label that I recorded, Bingy Production, in the Red Hills area. And I started recording, I started to sing and sound system.
Yes.
So after I did that now, I made my way. Somebody invited me to what they call a stage show.
Mm-hmm.
We don't call it concert, they call it stage show. So someone invited me to the stage show in Portmore, St. Catherine, Newland, to be exact. And I went there, and it's like I totally took the show, like dominated. Like my energy was so up. I remember the show. The stage was falling apart. The microphone was disconnected. You know, my energy was so up. Like everything was just. I was just destroying the show and destroying the equipment, the stage, everything.
Yeah, that's nice. Mm-hmm.
So cause I didn't know the one day, so I just and did what I was trained and been trained and practiced to do. So I never realized that Iwayne was there and a couple of his friends. So the next day, I was in a nearby community where they call like Cumberland beside Newland, and I see like about 10 to 15 Ras heading my direction.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it had anything to do with me, but they came up to me and they said to me, "Hey, if you will come to talk to you." Mm. So that's what they said. So I win, and I'm one of my next brother now. They call him Prefect Buzzrock Warrior. Yeah, start the Buzzrock Warriors crew. Before it was Lava Ground, it was Buzzrock Warriors. So they asked me if I want to be a part of the team with them. And I say, yeah, why not? Because, it's music and I'm always ready and willing to, because when it's done and, fresh and have the energy and you love music and you just want to do it, you ain't going to turn on any opportunity. So I joined that group with them and we start to do shows as the Buzzrock Warriors.
Really?
And it just started from there.
So you started the Buzzrock Warriors made up of Buzzrock, Iwayne, and yourself, 3.
Yes, 3 of us started the Buzzrock Warriors, and then Prefect who we call Buzzrock, he went to England for 5 years.
Yes.
So he leave me and Iwayne now in Jamaica now. With the intention that he's going up there to kind of set up here and kind of make things happen so he can bring up me and Iwayne in the glory and start, doing music like we want to do it and have some little fun to spend it. So me and Iwayne was left back in Jamaica for 5 years together. So after 5 years, that's when Iwayne found One Man Can Satisfy and Living in Love. And his life changed and my life changed instantly.
So you guys, together you guys formed the Lava Ground Warriors, where?
Yes. So because my friend, my other friend Buzzrock, he was a Buzzrock Warrior too, but he went off to England. So me and Iwayne was left back. So we was left back. We always was talking about volcanoes, talking about lightning, thunder, earthquake. We always be talking about the elements.
Right.
So one day we was, vibing and we came up with volcanic eruption concept.
Yes.
We always be talking about volcano and lava splash and melt and lava. So I was the one that always kind of just be reminding Iwayne to say, hey, let us stick to this lava ground thing. Let us always say this lava ground. Even if we passing somebody and they say, Yes, Fyah Sthar. Yes, I will. We must respond back. Labb again. I was the one that would keep reminding my brother, and you know, he started to do it because I was like the leading one, riding around in Kingston, riding around in Port Moore, going to Almontown, to Vineyard Town, going to Fetters and all these places, going to Kimberley Garden, to Jungle. I'm going riding to all these places and shouting lava, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of became famous, like, yes, that's the Ross who always shout on lava gun. He's powerful, you know, he always and so I became famous riding through jungle and all these places. People probably don't know my name, but they know of me and my positive energy and my righteous intention. You know, just riding through good vibes, righteousness.
Yeah.
So when he got the break now with One Man Can Satisfy and Living in Love, he was the one that he's out there. So if he's the one that's out there, he rightfully so, he's the one that's supposed to carry the lava go.
I hear you. I'm gonna jump to one of your other tracks and we'll come back with more Fyah Sthar. Keep it locked.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been watching you passing by. I've always admired your beautiful smile. Whoa, yeah. I hear good looking, could you spare me a moment? Can I express what's flowing through my mind? I've been searching for the perfect companion with whom I wanna spend my time. Girl, it could be me and you together and wrapped in the gift of life. And I could be your one and only lover. It's up to you to make that choice. So let me love you in the name of love. Secure your heart, me not gonna break that. Love you in the name of love. And you don't have to say that much. Feel me love you good and love you right. Girl, you fit the puzzle, would I feel it if it wasn't right? I love your smile and your lovely voice. Vibe so enticing, make me wanna tell you something nice. On all the fear and doubts you got inside, don't you worry, it's a lion pride you stand beside.
Yes, we are joined with Fyah Sthar, who is currently in studio with us right now. And we have been talking about getting into the music business. And of course, one of the major things that I would like to know is, you know, I always say, what's in a name? So we have the Fyah Sthar, which is star is spelled differently. It's Sthar. So if you're listening and looking for him across social media, that's Fyah, and it's Sthar. So talk to me about the name as well. How did you come up with the name?
Well, when I first came, you know, when I first started doing my music back in the day, I used to spell it like Firesear.
Yes.
And then, you know, 'cause you know that was like the early days. We used to record, you know, 'cause you know we just recording and stuff. Start to like go on the internet now and start to like try to Google my stuff to check out my stuff.
There's a lot of Fyah Sthar.
Yeah, when I put in the names with that spelling, guns would come up, cats would come up, movie, you know, all type of different stuff. So I was like, and then I would have to like kind of go on even the third page just to find my name, like find me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, if I'm gonna, you know, I'm original, I'm Fyah Sthar, you know, people supposed to kind of type in my stuff and my stuff, but they couldn't just type in my name and my stuff appear.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was kind of a difficult transition because, you know, I have ASCII set up under that the first name.
Mm-hmm.
We have all types of thing that ties to the first name. So it was kind of like a rugged transition, but I had to make it. I had to make that move. So, you know, I went ahead and did it. I've had this spelling for a couple of years. Well, no, probably about 5, 6, probably about 7. So, it's so keen now. So thankfully, I'm happy that I made that thing.
Okay. Earlier we started talking about the documentary, as the Rastafarians would say, the documentary as
Yeah,
well.
that's what we call it, the lava gun argument.
The documentary as well,
You
along
know
with.
of it?
Mhm. I know of it.
You
I know of it. I haven't had a chance to watch it in
Okay.
total, but I definitely will check it out as well.
Keep
Um,
going, keep going.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. As we go along with the very interviewing the various artists across the world, there are things that even us as interviewers do not know.
Yes,
Everything about the artists we're interviewing, and sometimes we get to know things as we do these interviews as well. And I'm very interested to see and learn a little bit more about this documentary, right?
yeah. Well, yes. Well, the documentary was a very interesting film, because it did way before I had any name.
Hmm.
It did. They captured this. We did this documentary when we were on the farm.
Yes.
We were just planting our cane, planting our yam, planting our color, weeding up our little ground. Mowing the plants, eating the peppers. Like us, with us in the farm.
Right. Which is the
So
way to go.
you know, yeah. So we was just in the farm, living naturally, living natural, singing our music.
Yes.
Just living joyfully and happy among each other, and working, practicing on our music.
Now,
But
now, as we talk about you guys doing this in the bush and the natural living as well. For myself, it is I eat directly from the ground. Do you practice natural food eating as well?
yeah,
Uh,
we are like right through up to this day. Up to this day, we still, even if I'm in America,
mm-hmm.
I still, you me like, even if I'm here, I still got people that in Jamaica planting for us.
Yeah.
I got my brother in Florida planting. So we always say it's chant and plant. That's what Rastaman do. Chant and plant. And that's the two natural things that Mother Nature give us,
Yeah.
to survive off. The music and the natural herbs,
And
plant, food and medicine.
we find that the natural food is very expensive here because, like I said, that's what I do. I eat directly from the ground. I don't, to each its own, but that's my living. And if you don't plant it and have to purchase it from the food stores, it's way more expensive, but it's also
Yet,
better
yet
for your
still,
system.
and yet still, Mother Earth is there, free for all of us to plant
Mm-hmm.
and feed. You know,
Yes.
but circumstances, some environment is plant and food friendly. We understand that.
Right.
And yeah, it's a challenge. It's a challenge to grow food on certain soil or in certain type of weather, certain environment. So we understand that. But a person living in Jamaica, there's no excuse.
I
No, a person living in Africa, there's no excuse. Once you have the dirt and the environment, plant,
Yes.
plant your food.
That I'm big on agriculture. You remember back in the days when we were in high school, or even primary school, where it is that we had to do homework and prepare foods and stuff like that or whatever. But now I think like 3 years ago, um, I went back home. I mean, I go back home regular, but 3 years ago I went to the field there, whatever, and I found out that these young kids don't like to farm. They don't farm
Yeah,
at
they don't.
all.
Yeah, they don't farm no more, because even when I go to Jamaica and when I go home and go, oh, I have to be telling my cousins them and my family, like when I go home, everything clean up. The place start, you make sure so the place clean up. Bush weed out, flowers plant, go buy paint, Cause we have beautiful home in Jamaica. We have a beautiful home in Jamaica. So, makes it happy. So when we go home, I say, no, our home is beautiful.
Yeah.
And we treat it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so we realize that, my cousins, the younger generation, they don't really like to farm, but they say if I'm there now and I can buy some food, I give them some money, I can probably buy them some liquor, I give them some smoke. That encourage them to do it. Yeah, they start to like farm. I don't know if they're doing it for me or they're just doing it because I'm feeling good.
Well, as I've had a few persons on this show that have said to me that they don't farm anymore, but they farm food.
They farm food. Because these days, when you're driving through the country,
Mm-hmm.
you remember one time when you see country when you see people in water boat and you see people going to ground with donkey?
Yeah.
When you drive through St. Elizabeth and Manchester and all these places,
you see that.
You'll be passing some youth on the corner and they have no gold chain and they have on the latest shoes on their feet and they have on a white sneaker, so they ain't going into no field with a white sneaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where the youth them going, and it's kind of sad, it's really sad because yeah, we have to prioritize and try to get the most so we can get out of Mother Earth because she's here for us,
That's right, and we can't destroy her. Yeah, but as we talk about Mother Nature and getting out the wings as well, I also found that you have traveled extensively in terms of some may say your career is as you say, you started back then, but you have toured various places across the world. You have been in Europe, you have been in Canada, you have done the Caribbean. What would you say is your favorite country or island of preference? What's that one place that you've been that you really like?
In terms of performing and crowd response, or in terms of hospitality and the people?
Well, let's talk about both. Let's talk about both.
So let me talk about the hospitality and the people first.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto, Canada is a beautiful place with beautiful fans and beautiful support.
Yes.
Nice, beautiful people. I like Toronto, Canada, and I like Grenada.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto, Canada, Grenada, and there's a place up there in Florida they call Tampa. Tampa Bay is like a Caribbean in Tampa.
Yes.
And Jacksonville too. I don't know why. And then there's another place where nice place, nice. And most of these places where the people them treat me nice is like I always go there and perform really, really good. Like also a place in California they call Santa Cruz.
Yes.
Yes, and there's another place up there in the Redwood Forest they call Humble County. The people them I've gotten nothing but love from all these places.
Well, when it comes to music artistry, especially in terms of performance, psychology has shown that your atmosphere have a lot to do with your performance as well. So, recognizing that and how comfortable you are within your space even before performing is going to be that output on stage as well.
Yes, but I'm the type of artist. I don't know if because I practice it's like even if I'm not treated well and get the hospitality at an event or an environment or a particular city or country, I'm still gonna go hard. They're still gonna get that Fyah Sthar.
Yes.
I probably don't get received the same way like certain places, but they're still gonna get that 100% me.
That's right. It's like It's like performing at a venue that holds 500 persons, but 5 may be in attendance. They still get the same performance.
They still get the same performance because, as I say, 5 people
mm-hmm.
can be 5 people. A matter of fact, 2 or even 1 person. Because 1,000 people in attendance, and it takes 1 person to change your life.
That's correct.
Or you have 1 person in the audience that going through some things, he going through depression, on the line to create suicide, and you can probably change that 1 person life and change them intention from taking their life.
That's true. You're so correct. You're so correct.
So you never know. You probably with that 3 person in the club or 4 person or 5, but 1 is on the line, is on in depression and on the line.
Yes.
And here you come with an opportunity to to edify this person and just change their whole life. So the powers of music, I know the powers of music, so I never underestimate it.
Yeah.
So I just stay humble and keep working.
Love it, love it. We're gonna jump to one of your other tracks. It's Just Love, and we'll be back with more questions.
Thank you.
You are the beat of my heart. You are my heart. Good vibes and energy you bring around, girl. I love every single thing about you. You know of your body and a fling around, girl. You definitely need a king around, yeah. The meditation and the mood is right. While we wanna split light over eyesights on the moonlight. It's just love, baby. Oh my lady, it's on tonight. Right there is where you belong. It's just love, baby. Oh my lady, it's on tonight. I'll keep you warm in my arms. Beautiful Mother Earth, with the yappy plant peace. Nature take over, she say she won't breathe with it. Oxygen will come off of the leaves. Fire and water balance with the wind. Forward up of the yard and she say she not it. She never ever feel any love like this before. The morning massage her feet, keep her mind at ease. Oh yeah, you are the very best. It's just love, baby. Oh my lady, it's on tonight. Right there is where you belong. It's just love, baby. Oh my lady, it's on tonight. I'll keep you warm in my arms. Wanna love you forever. I wanna love you forever. This is not a one-night stand thing. Flow like the river. So we are gonna have an understanding. Let's stick together. Let's stick. We got to keep corresponding with all the blessings they are flowing in life for us. So we gonna be outstanding. It's just love, baby. Oh my lady, it's on tonight. Right there is where you belong. It's just love, baby. Oh.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back to Music Connect Africa, where it is that each and every week we dive into, persons who have created a smoother operative systems for the music arts and in the entertainment industries. And as well, we're vibing with Fyah Sthar, who is currently, giving us some background in terms of his career, his humble beginnings, and his favorite places that he has traveled throughout the world. And maybe not extensively, but he has had quite an extensive travel, thing going on there as well. We talked about your travel, but I would like to ask, on these various stages, you have encountered various artists. Some of these artists you may have looked up to in terms of your influences as well. And who are some of the artists that you have been on stage with?
Yeah, well, I've been on stage with the Messenger Luciana, Capleton the Prophet, Jimmy Cliff, the legend. I've done most of my tours with Highway, and then back then we used to do a lot of shows with They used to have a lot of shows back in the days with Highway and Fyah Sthar and Jig.
Yeah.
Those tree names, we
Mm-hmm.
used to do shows all over the place. So people probably familiar with, once they're familiar with Highway and Jig, they'll remember the artist Fyah Sthar who, I'm the one who, when they used to call me like the fire, not just the Fyah Sthar, but the Fire Starter. So I'm that energy. I'm that artist who used to come on the show first and make people and wake up the show and make them know that it's a show.
Yes.
That's my job. My job is to come and people there drinking, they're playing music, people drinking, people talking loud. So my job is to come and change all of that, and and then we got that. They have a powerful thing about me. So once me come on stage, the people, a lot of some artists got a image.
Yes.
So I'm the type of once I come on stage, people gonna pay attention. and they once we start open more and say stuff, they're gonna I'm gonna kind of command the crowd and have them in my hand. So like that was my job, with these two young giants touring around the world. So it helped to build me into a great artist. A lot of people don't know me, but I'm one of the artists that people don't know that is great.
Yeah. Well, it goes without saying as well. And then you talk about, you get on stage and it is a certain kind of light or whatever. You are one of those persons as well that may step on stage and is the light that you exhume. And that's exemplified by the way you live your life and what you practice and just the person that you are, that when you step in any room, persons will pay attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, but because it's for real.
Yeah.
And it's not acting, So if you're acting, then you have to rehearse.
Exactly.
But if you're living, your daily living, and living is your rehearsal.
That's correct. Yeah. Of course, we talk about you being on stage. But I also did my research and found out that you actually open up for you, the original King of Dancehall, King Yellowman, as well. I am a fan of King Yellowman, so that's a standout for me.
Oh no, that was that's King Yellowman.
Yes.
And Jimmy Cliff.
Yes.
Those two is two of my most memorable, people that I have graced the stage with, and including the messenger Luciana.
Yes. So Luciana is my favorite artist. However, I love Jimmy Cliff, and I think that Jimmy Cliff should be more celebrated. I don't think he gets the worldwide recognition as he should. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, you know why? Because why he's so good.
Yeah.
Because the same way how I feel for opening up for Jimmy Cliff is the same way I will feel for opening up for it.
Yeah.
Because we did like 3 shows. We did one in Denmark, Sweden. We did 3 shows in Scandinavia, and it was we and Jimmy Cliff. And we was like some little kids just, like happy little kids just get their toys. It was so good to be around the legend. We were there to do our show, and we was just in a maze.
Mm-hmm.
So we have never forget that, because we remember the days when we used to be on the farm long before we used to be on the farm. Because when we was on the farm, we have never recorded a song in our life. We used to sit and say, man, we wish the day when one producer or 2 producers would come on the farm and bring a little rhythm. Like anybody, if anybody did just bring a beat, bring an instrumental, come on the farm, come give us.
Yes.
Yeah, we would be so grateful, because we never did a song. Those days we never recorded as yet. And then people like Jimmy Cliff, Barry Saban, Bob Marley, Sizzla Kalonji, Luciana. I'm just telling you about the people. So you have some people where we used to master everything.
Yes.
we used to look up on a certain bird. We call them birds. We never used to call them artists. We used to call them birds. Like Dennis Brown is a bird. Sugar Miners is a bird. Gregory Isaac is a bird. Like, and not just these artists. We are the type of people that, you see, if you is a good artist and you have a good sound, even if you have a good sound and you don't have any big name, we gonna make sure so we acknowledge you and we gonna give you your praises and props. That's one thing with Iwin. We acknowledge every artist that have a song.
It helps. It
helps.
Yes. So,
yes, so that's what we grow up on. Just looking at the Jimmy Cliff and all this. So Jimmy Cliff, Yellowman, these people, we never know. One of the time, we never know that we would be able to grace the same stage with these people. So that's what makes it so fascinating.
We have had a chance to listen to. We have had an opportunity to play 3 of the songs from your catalog. My Standard, Name of Love, and recently is Just Love. As I go into, look at the songs and your originality, I also realize that you're very unique in your persona as well. And also within your writing. Are you writing for yourself?
Yes, I've always write for myself. All of my songs I've written for myself, except the very last one that I'm about to release in a couple weeks. The artist that I did it with, Pinto, upcoming artist, he's gonna take the world by storm. Brand new, super talent, super lyricist, I'm just here to kind of like shape, guide him into melody and all, but he have all that he have the lyrical thing part to a certain level. I'm just trying to guide him now in that little melody, like how to create music, not just a lyrics, So he have written this song. We about to, we shooting the video tomorrow night. I'm shooting the video for this song with me and Pinto.
Yeah.
And Saturday night I'm shooting the video for my standard.
So within your career, you have come across various artists and persons, younger artists who also would help to shape their career as well. Do you have any younger artists or anyone that you're mentoring within the music field right now?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say mentoring, because I don't want to make it look like they don't do their own thing for the field, or they just ain't working hard, or they're not original, So as I say, this artist Pinto, people can check him out too. Very good artist, highly recommended talent. People can check out his music. Pinto, he's on YouTube, iTunes, Apple, all these platforms. But he's very good. And recently, we have formed a certain agreement that we're gonna kind of work on the same beats together. Kind of do a couple of the collaboration together. And just the fact that I'm such a good writer. So if I take a verse, if I accept a verse of a person, that means he's really good. So people should be on the lookout for him. So he's one of the artists I'm looking toward to do good things, and if anything I can assist him with, I will. And there's another artist in Texas that they call Tamale. Very good artist too.
What are the primary characteristics that you're looking for when you're collaborating with an artist?
Yeah, well, the first thing I look at is to see if the collaboration would make sense. If a certain artist style would kind of match with mine, or mine would kind of match with that, whoever wanna meet who, wherever, in terms of style, and because sometimes certain artists is kind of like sometimes certain artists style probably far off from yours, and then you gotta probably come out of your comfort zone and come out of your way just to go meet them and probably go to them way. So we kind of look to see if it makes sense, see if there could be a chemistry.
Yes. Okay.
You know, I import, see if there's could be, you know, see if we could make something that makes sense. Guys, we're not just one of those collab and it does sound like it's not a collab, like it's not a bond, like it's not a chemistry.
Yes. In terms of genre, cultural reggae, dancehall reggae, or just R&B side, what would you use to describe the artistry or the artist, the art of what your musicology falls under?
Well, honestly, I would say all of them, you know.
All of them,
including hip hop and R&B,
including
because my first, because the people that I learned from first was people like the Stylists.
Yes.
Was people like Diana Ross. You know, it was people like Tina Turner. We listen, you know, the OJs. You know, because the Michael Jackson. Because when you listen to these people, these are the people that teach me how to really sing a song.
Mm-hmm.
Because they wasn't saying a lot, but they wasn't saying a little, but their little was effective. So when I listen to songs from Diana Ross, the Stylist, it kind of teach me how to pen music.
Awesome. Well, we know.
So I learned from everybody, like right across the genre. So if a producer out there want to send me a beat, they can send me anything.
Nice.
You know, send me anything. But the roots and culture now. The roots is where the message is. So we you know, like, that, you know, the more roots you go, is the more there's a message, and we're prioritizing that. But you know, music, we're going into an era now where, you know, a lot of things is gonna change, and you have to learn to expand, and you have to learn to excel, and you have to learn to adjust. So you never may know. Probably when we reach 2020, 2030, probably a different thing will come in, or you know, probably the rhythms are gonna start sound different, or probably the kids are gonna view music different. You never may know. So you have to learn to adjust. Time.
Move with the times. So
move with the time and adjust with the time.
Right.
That's why I still got to do music like It's Just Love, My Standard, and all these music. Even though I've done a lot of roots music and I'm into it, but there's different fans and different supporters who want and like and want to hear different stuff.
Love it. We're going to jump to one of your tracks, Just the Way. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the production on this track.
Thank you.
Yanti in production. Odyssey in production. Yeah. She said I've been away for so long, so she now wait for me. Girl, you're so impatient. Why you separate from me? The grass is not green, the one on the other side. Girl, you're gonna learn to see. On all those lies that you told on me, you did it blatant, just the way you want it. Girl, you're having it just the way. Just the way. Where have love gone into one, but just the way. Just the way you want it, girl, you're having it just the way. They know you, follow friend, know you gonna stray. Out the road I play a role on the rave. Long time I want to tell you say behave, but you still love up the dirty ways. Where is your loyalty? When I treat you like a royalty, negativity will bring disaster, and we don't want casualties. Good memories we share together. Don't get you through the window. Girl, take it easy and relax. Flow like how the wind blow. Girl, you never have to move on, 'cause we don't have nothing to prove. Know you on the other side, know the both of us are loose. Just the way you want it, girl, you having it just the way. Just the way. Where have love gone into one, but just the way. just the way you want it, girl. You having it just the way. Where have you gone? I wanna know, where is my moonshine?
Yes, yes. So we have been vibing with Fyah Sthar with them playing, you know, the background is Just the Way. Just the Way. I really love this track, by the way. So I wanted to talk about the production and the writing on this entire production, so to speak. So the writing, let's start with the writing of the song itself. Do you write based on the rhythm that you receive and you're vibing to it, or do you write and then produce the rhythm to go with the song?
Yes, well, on this particular track, just like the other track, but on this particular track, I went to Jamaica and I went to Jamaica and I visit. I know stroll through and visit my friends. Different. I visit one friend, then I go to the next and visit the next one. You know, just linking up people. You know, and then I realized that everywhere I turn, and I say, like I would say, yes, John, want to meet with Jane. It's like every time I ask my virgin name what's up with them teammate, the parents that I know them up with. All of them have a story like, boy, Jane gone, or Jane not talk to me no more. And it's like, I get so emotional.
Yeah.
So, you know, I started like, the idea started to come up in my head, and I started like, the first thing started to come, just the way you want it, girl, you having it, just the way.
Yeah.
And then it was just an idea, and you know, and I was playing around with some little words and some little rhyme. But you know, I was kind of saying, you know, I ain't gonna rush it. But then no, I did a show in Orlando, and I went. So after I did the show, the next day before I travel, I fly out. I met these producers, Canteen Production. And they say, and you know, they will say, yeah, Fyah, you know, we have a little rhythm on, we have some ready. They say they have some ready. You know, so I say, all right, play 4 or 5 of them. They play 4 or 5 of them. When they play with track, I say, they go tell him about some other tracks. I say, no, listen, I'm going to record this piece right here. And so they say, okay, that was like 12, 1 o'clock. They say, okay, so you know, we can set up some time about 6, 7 and we say, all right, go ahead. So once they did that now, I just start up. I tell them, say, hey, send the rhythm over to me. So they send the rhythm to me, and I I start to work on it like from 1 o'clock to 3, 4, 5, you know, and I went over there at 6 o'clock and just knock it out.
Wow.
Knock it out. I did that song very quick too, like in about probably 40 minutes. It was very quick. And it didn't have double track, ad libs, everything, you know. It was very quick.
You know, myself as a producer, what I realize as well, producer and songwriter, is that at times the song that is quicker to write and easier to produce are the ones who do so well. It's like, I think sometimes when you put too much thought process into some of the production,
exactly.
Yeah, it becomes just an item as well.
And then a very good artist like me. So what happened is that it forced me, because they tell me that from 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So it kind of forced me to kind of put my mind and like kind of just get into it. Because probably if I never had that emergency, that urgency on that song, I probably wouldn't have recorded it up to this day.
Yeah. Wow.
But the fact that I see these guys, and you know, when we listen to the instrumental, I realize that, you know, it'll go with the idea and just the way concept and pattern. So I say, you know what? Let me take an hour or 2 hours and just write these 3 verses, rehearse them back and forth. You know, try to, like what would I say, put them in a suit like it. It was very quick, you know, and it was very quick, very smooth, and I feel so good sometimes when a lot of my virgin them, a lot of my friends, a lot of my family, they will just reach out to me and say, Fyah, This is my favorite song, you know, like one of my, like the same artist finds out them to say he was driving with his Empress. And it was goosebump all over them, like, it's a yeah, Fyah, that song right here. My wife love it, me love it, you know. So it's a good feeling to know that you can do your music and you know, and people can feel it, you know. That's a blessing.
Yes, yes, yes. It resonates with them. Well, I tell you, it is a pleasure actually, you know, learning about the intricacies and the successes and the accomplishments of yourself, Fyah Sthar. Yeah. Is there anything that you would love to cover before we exit the interview? Is there anything that I did not talk about that you wish to bring to the forefront?
Yeah, well, you know, I've mentioned before, say tomorrow night we're having a big video shoot for you know, no worry about we, you know, with me and Pinto, that's a nice little dance we're about to, you know, unleash and then sound really nice, you know, sound really good so the people can be and, you know, stay tuned for that one. And then we have the My Standard video on Saturday night. And then now on the 5th of April, we got the releasing of the Texas Kush, you know, with me and Sergeant Remo, you know, Mr. Black Sheep, you know, Rasai Dre, you know, Cray One, you know, that's a collab, that's a Texas Kush collab. So we have that coming up next month. And then we have another song to drop next month that I'm kind of just anticipating a good vibe from it called Can't Bluff Me. There's so much things going on right now. I'm just thankful for everything. And I just want to say a big shout out to all the people that, you know, supporting Fyah Sthar music, all of the people that look in my direction, listening. I want to say a big respect to Raquel Zion Reynolds. You're doing a wonderful job. Yes, so that, you know, so anybody out there where need a publicist of the music, want to promote it, find her, you know, give her a call, give her a shout. Look her up on social media because, you know, she's doing a great job. And I want to say big respect to you too, Empress Rose. You know, thank you. You're doing a wonderful job and thank you for giving me a chance to express myself on the platform. So there's so much to say. I probably have to come back on this program and say it some more another time. So that's all I have to say for now. So thank you all. And enough love and blessings and prosperity.
You are most welcome anytime as well. And as we look towards your new releases, you know, that are in the wings and stuff like that, we always welcome you, you know, to be back on this show.
And I'll make sure I keep you posted with any and everything.
Yes, for sure.
So she now wait for me. Girl, you're so impatient. Why you separate from me? The grass is not green. No one know what the side, girl. You're gonna learn to see. On all those lies that you told on me. You did it blatant, just the way you want it, girl. You're having it just the way. Just the way. Where have love gone into one, but just the way. Just the way you want it, girl, you having it just the way. Where have love gone? See, they know you, follow friend, know you gonna stray. Out the road, I play a role on the rave. Long time I want to tell us every year, but you still love up the dirty ways. Where is your loyalty? When I treat you like a royalty, negativity will bring disaster, and we don't want casualties. Good memories we share together. Don't get you with through the window. Girl, take it easy and relax. Flow like how the wind blow. Girl, you never have to move out, cause we don't have nothing to prove. Know you on the other side. Know the both of us are loose, just the way you.
Yes, you're vibing to Just the Way, of course, by Fyah Sthar. And of course, he is a powerful stage performer, very able connector. You can check him out across the social media platforms. Fyah Sthar, that's Fyah Sthar. Okay, and across the music digital platforms as well. You can all stream his music on various platforms such as Spotify. You are vibing to the Music Connect Africa, the hub for global music industry news and insights. And each and every week, we take a look into the history of our entrepreneurial professionals who are the driving force behind the scenes. It gives me great pleasure to highlight the players who exercise tenacity, drive, and who create smoother operative systems for our music arts and entertainment industries. Thanks for staying the course of this week's interview with musicpreneur, reggae artist Fyah Sthar, with his humble original continuance of his musical journey, fueled by his passion for success. Until next time, thanks for lending to me your listening ear and have a blessed rest of day.